Hello friends, if you're new, welcome. Why don't you go down and hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any episodes. For my fans and subscribers, welcome back. I really do appreciate you. Today I will be talking about Daniel's identity. Not much else I need to say. Let's get on with the video. Artists have habitually depicted Daniel as young, beardless, and with long hair. His clothing would be a long cloak held together by a jewel clasp, a tunic, leggings, knee-length boots, and a conical cap known as a Phrygian cap. In the visual arts of the Roman world, the Byzantine Empire, in the Latin West, this depiction of significance. Art of any sort is used to convey something and to stir something within the viewer or the listener. Phrygian caps generally signal that the wearers were non-Greeks from the East, meaning that Daniel lived out of place. His lavish clothes tell us that he was of relatively high status. He worked for a foreign monarch. His beardless face and court status suggest to us that he was a eunuch. Throughout history, foreign youths generally were not allowed to serve in imperial courts unless they were castrated. It does not seem that Daniel would be any exception.
Depictions.com.
This image gives us one central theme of the book, a tension that is found in diasporic literature throughout history, maintaining one's cultural and religious identity while navigating a culture threatening to undermine said identity. Many readers took this text, particularly chapter 1, as instructions on how to construct and maintain their identities. Daniel's identity troubles can be traced through the text. In chapters 1 through 6, the authors present him as a wise courtier, but they shift his identity to dream interpreter in chapters 7 through 12. Also, there is a dispute between the Jews and the Christians as to whether Daniel was a prophet. Traditional Jewish division of the Tanakh puts Daniel in the writings, while the Christian division of the Tanakh puts Daniel in the prophets. And I'm speaking as an agnostic here. Daniel probably didn't exist, and I don't really care. Eating with and accepting food from foreigners did not present much of a problem in most of the Tanakh. However, by Hellenistic times, the shift from Jews as an ethnic group to Jews as a political and religious group necessitated new practices to build and maintain a distinct Jewish identity. Some Jews have viewed Daniel's restrictive diet as expressing food purity laws for priests, thus identifying him as priestly, while others see this restriction as him refraining from idolatry. Others believe it only applied to Daniel's circumstances and thus did not need to be copied. On the other hand, Christians tend to read Daniel's food choices as him pursuing a pure faith, not retention of his religious and communal identity. After Constantine, Christians didn't need to separate from the dominant culture. Thus, they saw this as a rebellion against Satan's world. The Hebrew word for vegetable comes from a root word meaning seed. Therefore, the Greek translation of Daniel 1:16 has been taken to mean that the 4 friends ate pulse crops like lentils. Due to this translation, pulse became the main food of Byzantine monks in the medieval period. For such readers, Daniel's self-denying diet increased his holiness. Many Christians found his refusal of the king's wine laudable and worthy of imitation. Temperance movements have often cited Daniel to extol the merits of sobriety. In some minority enclaves, people tried to imitate Daniel's refusal through actions designed to cunningly resist dominant cultures. Those in the past, in the Americas, understand Daniel to be a promise of liberation from the oppressive governments. Such a wide array of interpretations shows us the problem with literature. And yes, Daniel is literature and not prophecy. So many interpretations embodies the fact that literature can basically say whatever you want.
TakeTones.com.
I remember when I was in college, I took a couple of literature classes, and the professor said, you can take any position you want. However, you need to back up that position with the literature. However, if you want to read it as prophecy, and I don't really care because I don't believe anymore, you still have the same problem that you have as if you read it like literature. And that is, the quote-unquote prophecies are so vague that they can say anything you want them to say. This also shows the problem with biblical literalists. They insist that everything in the Bible happened. And of course, it didn't. They also consider Daniel to be a prophet, but Daniel wasn't written in that time. If you read the book carefully, you can see that the book of Daniel got some things wrong. Now, another problem with biblical literalism is that they are missing so much symbolic depth. I just thought I'd give you a little teaser. The next episode in this series is going to be dealing with Nebuchadnezzar's dream, so you're not going to want to miss that. The one about the tree and the 7 times and all that nonsense. A dream is a dream, right?
TakeTones.com.
But back then, dreams meant something. So you have Daniel interpreting dreams. He's not the only one. A lot of other Bible characters also interpreted dreams. And then, of course, you have the wise men of Babylon. They also interpreted dreams. So it seemed to be more of a culture thing than anything else. Well, friends, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, press the subscribe button, and if you want to know when I come out with new content, hit the bell next to the subscribe button. My Twitter, Discord, email, and PayPal links are in the description, along with the source that I used for this episode. Best way to get hold of me is on Twitter. Next best is email. Also, please leave comments in the comment section. Not only do I love hearing from you, but they trigger the YouTube algorithm. You may also leave requests for future shows down in the comments as well. Keep learning and searching for truth. Here are a few videos from my library. If you have not watched them yet, go ahead and watch them and tell me what you think. Until next time, friends, stay safe and goodbye.